What's up, everybody? It's Mistake, aka Big Boat, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Suffering, you ain't never deal with nothing. Suffering, you ain't never deal with nothing.
All right, so we got Mistake off the porch with us today.
What's poppin', what's poppin'?
I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling good. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, there you go, man. Go ahead and introduce who you got sitting behind you on the porch today.
Right here on my left, I got DJ23. He produced all my beats.
Okay.
Poncho. Got Bug. And Von, he also make beats also. But
Okay.
These two, them the stars right there.
They artists too?
I believe them since day one, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know.
That's what's good, man. All right, so you were born in North Carolina but raised here in Clayco?
Yeah, I was born in North Carolina, but I was raised right by Terra Boulevard in Jonesboro.
Okay, yeah.
But you know, it was pretty simple. Like we moved around in Jonesboro all the time, so I know everything about all the back roads and everything.
Really? Okay. So what's life like down there, man?
It was rough for me when we first moved here. Like when we first moved here, my mom was going through a lot, so like I had to help out at a young age to get right. Middle school, it was like straight off
Oh, really?
helping out. So yeah,
Were you prepared for that at such a young age?
I was, cause my mother, like, I was already born into the projects, you know what I'm saying? So like, she already taught me how to survive and like get my life together and take care of her, cause I was the man of the house, and you know, my mother and father weren't together like that. So I still taught him on the phone. He taught me the necessities I need to know as a man, but
Yeah.
she was teaching me more cause I was with her 24/7.
Yeah, I feel that. So at what age would you say you jumped off the porch then?
I'm gonna be honest, 12 years old.
Okay.
12 years old. The moment the lights got cut off, it was just like,
True.
I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't start off with no illegal shit straight off, but I straight went and bought a lawnmower and started cutting grass and was like, hey, the lights need to be paid. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it took some time, and then I realized I wouldn't get money fast enough, and I had to do what I had to do.
Nah, I feel that, man. And you guys were homeless, right? Kind of just living in between hotels, or?
Yeah, we was living in between hotels on Terra Boulevard. Like we was at this one place called Savannah Suites. I don't think it's called that no more, but like we was there. Then we went to In-Town Suites, and like we was just moving around all the time, and I was getting used to it at a certain point in time. Like it was hard. Like at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do, and then I was in school, so I ain't had everything like everybody else had. So I had to go with it.
Yeah.
And make it through school, because I know that's what my mother wanted me to do, my father wanted me to do, but at the same time, it was just like, this ain't for me. I had to go do what I had to do to get what I needed to get.
Yeah. Did you drop out early?
I dropped out, honestly, in my 11th grade year. Like, I was almost there. I dropped out in my 11th grade year because I was like, I was catching the patterns of school. Schools, you can go through, as soon as you get to 9th grade, you realize they just teach me the same thing every year. Mm-hmm. I'm just learning in different ways. I'm still gonna get the same answer. And then I started realizing history ain't teaching me nothing that I need to know. Like, they don't teach you about taxes. They don't teach you about stuff you need to know. As far as living out in the real world, they just teach you stuff that, like, they want you to know. They process in your mind what they want you to know, but they don't teach you about how to survive and how to get more money and stuff like that. Like, how to eat and live and how to wake up on time and make sure you got what you need. Mm-hmm. They don't teach you how to build yourself, let's put it like that.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself. So, I had to drop out. I went and got my GED though. I ain't gonna say don't get your education.
Yeah.
Or education. I just threw that out there. But, you know, don't get your education, but like, go get your education and still use it for something you probably could use it for in the future.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
So how did you get into skating too?
I say 2014, I had got out of jail, and I had already been through a lot as far as when I was up in Virginia. So I needed something to settle my mind, because my mind wasn't sitting at ease. I was overthinking all the time. So like when I was in the rink, all I hear is music. It would quiet out the noise that's in my head, so all I hear is the music and going around in circles. And you know, you get what I'm saying? You just focus on left foot, right foot. You ain't focus on all the troubles out in the world and all that. So it was just like a thing. And the crazy thing is, that's where I met everybody that's with me, you know.
Oh, really?
I met everybody, and each person, you know, had something that they needed and that I needed also. So basically it felt like we needed each other at the time. Like we always need each other. Even if we argue, we always need each other. So skating was just like a thing that came up on me.
Yeah, and talk about the skate culture here in Atlanta, man.
The skate culture in Atlanta, we be sliding. I ain't gonna lie, we be sliding. Like, I give it to the JB skaters, but the ATL riders, we be sliding. Like, everybody with me, we ATL ride, and like, we 100 on the top. Like, we be on the viral pages and everything. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's two skaters that I've been noticing lately, like, they fire. And I give it to them because they new to the scene, but they caught on real quick. And, you know, I say Famous Tootsie and this boy named KK. Like, they caught on real quick, but they new to the scene. Like, we been doing it, but they just came in like, all right, y'all hard. All right, I give y'all that. Yeah.
All right, so what would you say has been one of the biggest life lessons you had to learn in your life so far?
And I can honestly, like, going to jail was the biggest life lessons. Like, I had to learn I did wrong, like, hella wrong. But I figured out that it wasn't really a fail. I could fix it. You know what I'm saying? I just did it the wrong way. I was only really surviving because I was homeless when I went to college too. Like, I enrolled in college and everything, got put out same time I enrolled because they figured out, oh, well, you a criminal. We don't want you around us like that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So going to college, I really wanted to do that, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that at all.
Where did you enroll at?
I was in Virginia State University.
Okay.
Yeah, but they ended that. As soon as they figured out, oh, yeah, you got charges, you a felon? Oh, nah. And that takes away from your life a lot. Like,
yeah. What were you going to study there?
I was going to be a mechanic, to be honest
really?
with you. Yeah, I was going to be a mechanic.
Okay.
I wanted to be a mechanic, and then, because my mother, she worked in Jiffy Lube, and she used to change her own oil, and she used to show me when I was little, like, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you do that. And so, you know, YouTube, it equips a lot. Like, I'm not going to lie, you can learn a lot from YouTube. So I used to learn a little stuff from YouTube and fix on my own car and, you know, help out with my mom whenever she needed help with her car. So I wanted to be a mechanic, but I ain't get there. I ain't make it, I'm not going to lie.
Do you fix up your own car though, or?
Oh yeah, of course. If I hear something wrong with my car, I know something. If it ain't ticking right, I'm riding, I'll be like, that don't sound right. I'll hop out real quick, like, yeah, that don't sound right. Yeah. Pull over, check all the fluids and everything, check the brakes, you know, normal stuff. But that was just me trying to do the right thing. But then, you know, school ain't never been for me. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't been for me since elementary school. You know, I just did it because that's what everybody wants you to do, you know. But I just did what was right.
I dig that. So when did you first start making music? How long has it been now?
5 years, I'm not gonna lie. I'm an independent artist, so it's a lot harder as far as being an independent artist. Like, you'll be like working and working. I started in my closet. When I first got out of jail, I went and bought all the stuff at the pawn shop, Cash Pawn America. Bought the mic, went and bought the computer. My boy had loaned me the program, Magic Music Maker.
Okay.
And I was on YouTube looking at how to clear up my own music and everything, like how to use compressor, reverb and everything. So like, as I was learning, I was evolving because I could see. And then eventually I was just like, this closet stuff ain't for me no more. And like, I asked my boy, what studio you go to? So I went to R Productions. That's my homeboy, he over there in College Park. And I invested my money and it sounded way better. Like, as being an independent artist, you can't always just be a closet artist, or you can't just always be, you know, one sound. I had to realize I had to invest in myself as an independent artist. So 5 years in the making of this, I was like, dang, I thought I'd never make it this far, to where I got fans in Japan and fans in Australia and Egypt and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
That's real. When you see that, it give you hope. Like, it's been times I wanted to quit, like, be done with it. But then when a little kid walk up to me and be like, is your chain real? I want to be like you. It give you a little hope, like, all right, I'm gonna keep doing this. But it sometimes I do be like, I don't know if this for me.
Yeah.
But then I evolve and be like, well, maybe I got to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, talk about some of those challenges that come with being an independent artist. Huh?
Investment is a huge challenge because not only, you know, you an independent artist, you doing everything on your own. You ain't got no manager. You ain't got, you know, a promo team or nothing. I had a team, but it didn't work out as far as, you know, they thought they wanted to be all about them. But they didn't realize it's more about the artist, because the artist is your investment. But I had to invest into like my own shirts You know, I gotta pay for beats, I gotta pay for the shows. If, you know, it's a paid for show, I gotta pay for music video. It's a lot of stuff you gotta pay for as far as being an independent artist and having nobody there with you, especially no supporters. I ain't had supporters before, but now I got supporters. But that's a hard movement about yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. Would you be interested in signing with the label down the road?
Eventually, if they come in with the right talk, like talking that paper the right way, then we could talk business. Like, but if you ain't trying to cut me no 360, I don't want no 360. I seen what the biggest artists do with their 360. That ain't nothing. Like, you giving away all the money that they finna make off you for a little piece. I ain't finna go with that, but I would do it. It's a lot of artists that I would be interested in signing in if they actually look my way. Like, they just gotta realize I'm not like other artists. I'm not just no hood, trap, murder, death, kill artist all the time. I can switch it up. I can sing too, you know what I'm saying? So I can do a lot of stuff as far as myself.
Yeah, no, that's real. So what's the meaning behind the name Mistake?
Mistake. Okay, before I was Mistake, I was Trilla Trey. My mother gave me that name. She called me Trilla. Reason why she called me Trilla is because everything I did, I was a true killer. So she put them words together and called it Trilla. But then I was like, Trilla ain't doing it for me. So when I got out of jail, I was like, I'm gonna go by Mistake. And she was like, why? I was like, it's because I learned from my mistakes. I learned from your mistakes. I improved myself. So like, being a mistake is not a bad thing. It's something you learn from. A fail is a fail. Like, that's automatic. The teacher coming there, she be like, oh, you failed. All right, cool, I failed. I can't go back and do it again. But a mistake, she's like, okay, it's a simple mistake. You get a redo. You always redo your mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Make it better and do better than what you did the last time. So I was like, I'd rather be something I learned from.
No, that's real, because every day is a new chance to correct it.
Yeah, like every day, like if your shoe untied and you trip over that shoestring, just because you tied it the wrong way, you could retie that joker again and just be like, oh, well, it's tied the right way now, I ain't gonna trip again.
Yeah.
So
how would you describe the style of music that you make?
it's different. I ain't just no rapper. I ain't just no trap rapper. I ain't just no singer. I'm everything. Like, I believe like I can do more than just one thing. I can do rock at the same time doing rap. I can do R&B at the same time doing rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to just talk about drugs and guns all the time. I can talk about real life, real pain, real torture, what people go through. Like, or I can talk about love, you know, heartbreaks. People go through that. It feel like a lot of artists are afraid to talk about their heartbreaks nowadays. They want to talk about the guns they got, and you know, that shit ain't cool. Like, tell something real. Like, some people actually feeling that, and they can feel it with you and listen to your music. So, I don't know. My music is different. Some people accept it. Some people love it. I ain't even gonna say some. I'm gonna say a lot. A lot love it, and a lot accept it. So.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, so Never Had Love, man. What can you tell us about this that you're trying to start up, man?
NHL. So I'm starting that up based off of people that never had love. Like I got my boys. These examples, you know what I'm saying? And then Bucci, he ain't here with us. You know, he's I don't know where he at right now. He probably out some wilding, but but I got my boys, like, we never had real genuine love, real support. And like, you can see, we can get to an argument with somebody, but we be trying to diffuse it. In any situation, we be trying to calm it down, talk to them. But we, like, other people on the outside looking in, they still gonna blame us like we the problem. We don't never be the problem. We be trying to solve it. Like, you can talk to us, see what's on our mind, maybe what's going on, figure out what's going on. They go straight to, oh no, it was your fault. You did this, you did that. No, don't do that. So that shows me that you never had love for me in the first place. If you couldn't come to me as a man or a woman and say, hey, what's going on? How can we solve the issue? You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's around me, you know, I want people that never had love around me because they want their story heard. They want to be talked to. They want you to vibe with them. Like, you know, everybody need an ear, because that could cause like suicide issues, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want nobody going through that, like thinking about killing themselves, taking themselves off. I don't want nobody going through that.
What do you plan to do with NHL? Is like create a foundation out of it, or what?
Not only foundation of family. Like, I don't want just a foundation, because, you know, a foundation, that's business. Like, you can have a business, but what's a business without family? Like, say if I was to say me and my boy 2-3, right? We just started a foundation. But we ain't never had no ups and downs. We ain't have no fallouts. You know what I'm saying? Man, we ain't never came back together after that fallout. That ain't gonna be nothing. Cause I can give him a check, he can run off with the check, never see me again. But if we really family, you know, I could give him a check, we argue, and he's gonna come back, man, my bad, and I apologize, my bad, bro. You know, it's all love, we good, we can settle things up. I don't want nobody that can't argue with me and come back, fight with me, come back. But if you're trying to kill me, it's a different story. But you know what I'm saying? But I don't want nobody around me that can't just come back. I want a family, not just a foundation. So everybody I bring around me, I make sure that they have a real, genuine family and understanding. Like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm with you for life. This is real love and loyalty, you know?
I got you, man. All right, so 4 reasons. You and 23 just put out this EP, man. What can you tell us about this?
I ain't gonna lie. I could have went harder, but it's the best one that I've done so far in my life. Cause I don't normally do rap like that. I try to like sing a little bit, so that way maybe I can get the attention of the ladies too. You know what I'm saying? But I was going hard on that. Like 2-3 believed me from the jump. That's why I fuck with him hard. The first time I met 2-3, I just walked up to him and said, "Hey, can you play my song?" He ain't asked me no charge or nothing. And I'm a DJ, they want to charge for everything. Cause he a DJ too. So I'd be like, "Hey, let me get $20, $40. Nah, he was just like, "I got you." He spun that. After that, you know, I fuck with him. I fuck with him hard. So he just started sending me beats. And he ain't asked me no price for the beats either. You know, he just want a little percentage. Like normally a producer want a whole price, then a percentage. Mm-hmm. Nah, he just like, nah, I just want a percentage. You know, so we cut it that way. So that way we could come together as business partners. And not only that, it made him my brother. Like, I see he believed in me more than everybody else. So me and 2-3, we just been rocking. So I made 4 reasons, and it was like, oh, I love this. And not only that, if people don't notice, if you listen to the music, it goes in the order of what I'm doing now and what I've been through. And then the track lists say PTSD at the beginnings of it. So it's like, it's a real tape. So.
What single do you plan to push off of there?
Suffer go hard. Suffer go hard. Like, that's the first one we dropped off that whole thing. Like, it tells my whole suffer from when I was little. Like, my grandmother died and everything. She died on my birthday. Long live her, you know what I'm saying? So it tells everything. It tells about my mama, you know. My mama, I could say she was a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I say she was a street nigga, my mama used to sell dope. Just to take care of me when we was in the projects Jungle in Goldsboro. Like, she used to take care of me. She used to make sure I had everything. She would do everything as possible to make sure I would eat. And then when we had my sister, she would go even harder. Like, that lady didn't sit down for nothing. Yeah. And I give her props on that. Like, I was an asshole when I was little, so both my parents got all the trouble from me. All high school, middle school. I wouldn't do my work, none of that. So, you know, each parent taught me something different.
Yeah, how proud is your mom of what you've accomplished here?
I mean, she proud. She very proud. She ain't proud of everything that I've done, but she's proud. Like, I still got my things that she ain't happy with. At the end of the day, it's just like, as a parent, you still gotta be proud of your child for making the best of something. At least I ain't dead or jail, you know. Mm-hmm. That's the best thing ever.
Yeah, at least you're learning from your mistakes.
That's
a huge thing right there.
I evolve every day. Yeah. Like, and eventually I'm gonna teach my kids that.
Absolutely. Yeah, what has being a father taught you about life?
Father, to calm down. I was an angry little son gun, I'm not gonna lie. I was angry, like, all the time. I used to want to fight everything I see, but then I calmed down. My little boy, you know, he quiet, so I ain't really tripping over it. Like, he just sit down and watch TV, he's good, we good. And then I just had a daughter, you know, I got her feet on my neck already. That's how much I love her. Yeah. You know, so it showed me to calm down, but move smarter. Like, I ain't gonna let nobody just try me, like, on some real, oh, they think I'm a goofy, you know what I'm saying? Walk up on me and be like, oh yeah, we finna try you. Nah, you finna get all this anger, cause I'm gonna live before you do, you know what I'm saying? Cause I got a child, I got something to live for, in the future to live for. So, yeah. That's
real right there. And you got your next project, Mixed Decisions 2, that's the next one?
Oh yeah. Because Mixed Decision 1 is so good. Mixed Decisions 1, it went 100K in the first 3 months. I ain't expected, like, last year on Spotify, you know, all my projects together, I sold like 100K.
Okay.
But that one by itself, Mixed Decisions, this year I already sold 100K. And I ain't even dropped nothing else yet besides for reasons. But Mixed Decisions, it's like a mixture of rap, rock, R&B. It's different. So everybody don't be expecting, they be expecting just, oh, we just gonna hear some hood shit from him because the way his cover art look. Nah, you gonna hear everything because I'm not gonna lie, when X came in the game, X-Tentacion came in the game, he switched it up. He won't just doing rap, he's doing everything. So why can't we do everything on different tapes?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't gotta have tape just all street stuff. Cause nobody wanna hear you being angry all the time. You rich now, what you being angry for? Like, show some love, show your pain, show some sadness. You might be sad about a broken heart, you know, cause somebody broke your heart today. Go make a song about it, drop that. You know what I'm saying? Tell what that girl did. Tell her name if you got to. Nah, don't name drop, but still, you know.
Nah, I feel that.
Yeah.
So when do you plan to put out Mixed Decisions 2 then?
Rock, R&B. Of course, I'm gonna put majority 2-3 beats, and I'm gonna use Vaughn beats too. I'm not using nobody else's beats. Like, if I do, that's probably just like some let's hurry up and get it over with type thing. But I'm also have my boys out there booking Veil, so that way we can all come up. I don't want to just eat for myself. I make sure everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? That's what being a family is.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just eat for yourself. You gotta eat for everybody. But I'm gonna have some stuff up there. But I'm taking my time with it. Like Mixed Decisions, the first one, I ain't really take my time with it, but it was still the best album I probably did. I feel like reason why I'm saying that is because I ain't write none of that stuff. Like, I don't evolve past writing. I just go in there and I just get it done. Like, it take me like 30 seconds to finish a whole verse. In my mind, like, it's already written. If I do write it, it's probably because I'm probably gonna put the lyrics on Apple Music, or I'm probably gonna, you know, have a sing along with it or something.
Yeah.
Or I want to make sure it's not, you know, on some educational stuff. I make sure it's not too many syllables in the sentence to where it sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to make sure everybody on that tape is family and everybody coming up. So yeah.
I got you. What else you working on? What else is coming up 2021?
I want to do some collabs. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I DM YTB Trench.
Okay,
you know,
that'd be hard.
We've been talking it up. Like, he was like, I'm gonna hit you up, let you know, cause I know he busy. Him getting just signed to YSL and everything. And then my boy Rich Ski, you know, he be with Key. You know, I've been hitting him up and we've been talking business. I'm waiting on him though, cause he a busy man. Like, artists, when they get busy, they just be like in a whole nother zone. But I'm planning on working with him. I know on Mixed Decisions too, I am putting Fiji McIntosh up there. If for everybody that don't know, that's like Trippie Redd's little cousin. That's his real cousin. So I'm putting him up there. And yeah, I'm just working on a lot of stuff. There's a lot of secrets that I'm trying to collab with more bigger artists, so that way it won't just be, how can I say it, basic, but it ain't basic. Cause we far from basic. The whole team far from basic,
Yeah.
which, you know.
Just kind of tap into their fan bases too.
Yeah, like it's like people don't realize them collabs is important. Like, you can't just collab with somebody on the streets that you know. Cause in the end, you could be a bigger artist, but they winning cause they in the streets. They winning off your name, they taking your fan base. But say I go to Trippie Redd, right? And I get a feature with him. I'm taking his whole fan base. Now everybody gonna be looking at me. At the same time, they got him already. They looking at me like, oh yeah, let me get it. So I try to do like as many collabs as possible, so that way I can bring in more of a fan base. That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, if anybody peep, that's what Drake do. Like, nobody noticed that Drake be collabing on a lot of people's stuff. He don't be doing it for the money. He be doing it for the fan base because the money gonna come with the fan base. So already he ain't really tripping over.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
All right, Mistake, any shout outs before we wrap it up here?
Of course, I'm gonna shout out my moms. I'm gonna shout out all my sisters. Let me shout out to my family behind me, of course, because they here with me. Shout out to Bucci, shout out to Keith. You know, gonna shout out my girl because she just had my daughter, and I'm happy for that. That's pretty much it.
Suffering, you ain't never deal with nothing. Suffering, you ain't never deal with nothing.